Camera de Comerț Romano-Americană, președinte Elias Wexler, a organizat o întâlnire la New York pe 27 decembrie 2023 cu europarlamentarul Cristian Terhes și avocatul Gheorghe PIpera, ambii candidați aur la alegerile pentru Parlamentul European. Atât reprezentanții Camerei de Comerț Romano-Americane, cât și cei doi invitați români, au subliniat faptul că oamenii de afaceri romano-americani și nu numai întâmpină blocaje birocratice majore din partea autorităților române. Avocatul Gheorghe PIpera a indicat peste 20 de organisme de control care îngreunează mediul de afaceri din România. Programul de guvernare AUR își propune reducerea numărului organelor de control și eliminarea birocrației cu scopul apărării intereselor cetățenilor. Tema centrală a evenimentului a fost sprijinirea și consilierea mediului de afaceri românesc de către Camera de Comerț Romano-Americană în vederea pătrunderii și extinderii acestuia pe piața americană.
In my business career, I sold to 34 countries. 34 countries, and I understand that every country is different, and I understand that every country has different requirements. But my point is different. This is exactly why we as a chamber are so important, because here in the United States, we don't have all this. It's very easy to form a corporation. It's very easy to start doing business. So we're telling you, the Romanians, you gotta come to the United States for business. You don't have to go any other place. It's easy here, it's a big market, it's a sophisticated market, you gotta come here.
Cu ocazia acestei întâlniri, doamna Gloria Starr Kins, membru în bordul de conducere al Camerei de Comerț Romano-Americane, a luat un interviu europarlamentarului Cristian Terhes.
Your Excellency, it's such an honor and pleasure to be able to talk with you and discuss with you your impressions of your visit to the United States as an American citizen and a Romanian citizen and in the European Parliament. And I found it extremely informational what you told me about our American Congress and their feelings today of the relationships between the United States and Europe and I presume the European Parliament. Please give me your impression, one, as a fellow American, two, I'm on the board of the Romanian Chamber of Commerce, and members of my family were Romanian, and that's why I'm so interested in Romania. Please tell me your impression of your discussions with the various congressional members of the United States in Washington.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
But also,
today.
Would you introduce your name properly, because I'm not pronouncing your name correctly, and you should say your name and spell it for the audience.
My name is Cristian Terhes, Terhes, as in Sam. And as you said, I have dual citizenship, American and Romanian. I came to the US in 2002. In the fall of 2002, I went to California, and I lived in California for 17 years, all the way to 2019, when I ran for office and I was elected in the European Parliament, where I proudly represent the Romanians from Romania and from across the globe, even the one from the US who voted for me or who, support me, I would say, in the past 4 years and a half since I've been there. We had a discussion before this interview, a short discussion about, what is going on around the world, how the relationship between Europe and US is going on. And what I was telling you and what I was saying and telling to other people before is that this is my personal opinion. The relationship between US and Europe right now are at the crossing point, because you have a tendency here in the US with both Democrats and Republicans to consider that Europe is not important anymore for the US, and US should focus on things related to Pacific or to other areas across the globe. But having this dual perspective, American and European, I'm here today and I say that the relationship between US and Europe it's more important now, maybe than ever, because there are huge challenges facing both US and Europe. And the only way to overcome these kind of challenges is to work together and fight together. I mean, look at the issue with the war in Ukraine. Look what is happening in Israel right now. Look what is happening in Pacific. Look at the intention of China right now to, you know, President of China, Xi Jinping, even said that he wants to reunite China. That means to occupy Taiwan. The question is, how is Europe going to, not necessarily Europe, but how US is going to react?
And China is already occupying a lot of Africa.
Exactly. And it's occupying without firing a bullet.
Yes.
Just using soft diplomacy. So this is the kind of challenges that we have. And the only way to overcome this is to work together and be more united than ever. So I'm here in the US right now, in New York, and thank you so much for having me. And hopefully both Republicans and Democrats will be listening to the discussion that we have. And what I'm telling both of them is that the only way for US to be strong is to have strong allies and strong alliances. And one of the strongest alliances is with the Europe.
Your Excellency, in America, it's a money talk country, and it's a cash nobility. How much cash you have, you're king. How do you see, through commerce, we could be doing better with Europe?
Well, imagine that in Europe right now, for example, with a single market economy that's part of the European Union, it's a single market of 450 million people. So that single market is bigger than the US.
Exactly.
So there's a huge debate right now, discussion, that maybe to come up with a way to unite US with the single market from Europe that will make almost 1 billion people worth of market. So across or besides the people that are actually part of the single market in Europe, you also have countries in Balkans that are not part of the European Union, but they are still in Europe. You have Georgia, you have Turkey. I mean, there are ways to look at the world from an economical perspective and look at the advantages.
Well,
that we could
Your Excellency, with the mentality of the United States, this is very key today. And if you get any suggestions, or if our audience could be in touch with you, do you have an email or an office number where anybody who hears this discussion would like to be in touch with you? How it would be possible, please? Anybody
who wants to reach out to me, they can contact me via email. My official email is cristian.terhes@europarl.europe.eu, but they can search online on the website of the European Parliament, and my email is visible there. It's the easiest way to get in touch with me via email, and then I'm going to reach out. Thank you so much, and I want to tell you it's a great honor to have had the pleasure to receive you. Thank you so much for having me. With all the different religions, we still have God's will, and I'm so glad that I had this opportunity. Thank you so much. Thank you.